The woman was shocked to see her husband kissing her student, so she chose to remain silent but asked for a child. But her husband angrily pushed her down the stairs, which made her completely disappointed. She cut off her former beautiful hair, evenly applied hair dye, washed and dried it as if she wanted to start over with a new image. In anger, she overturned the glass coffee table, and the fragments scattered all over the floor. Then she rushed to the supermarket, went shopping crazily, and drove away in a hurry. All this turned out to be just a trap she carefully planned to frame her husband. At the same time, her husband Nick received a call from a neighbor saying that there was a fight at home. He hurried back and saw the coffee table broken as soon as he entered the living room, but his wife was nowhere to be seen. Nick and his wife's parents held a press conference, hoping that the public would provide clues. After the press conference, Nick smiled indifferently when taking a photo with his wife. At this moment there was a knock on the door. It turned out to be his mistress. Nick panicked. He was afraid that his sister would know that he had cheated on her and that he would become a suspect in murdering his wife. Although he was afraid, he was still seduced by his mistress and had to promise that this was the last time they met. The next morning, he hurriedly asked his mistress to leave. All this was discovered by his sister, who angrily drove Nick out of the house. Nick returned home, but found that reporters had already surrounded him and the police had also come to the door. Amy's parents provided clues to the police, suspecting that her ex-boyfriend had kidnapped her because after the breakup, he had threatened Amy with suicide and had recently moved to a small town. At this time, Amy was sitting in the rental house, happily eating snacks and watching the Doubts About Nick on TV. After dinner, Amy played golf and hit the hole accurately. She jumped up excitedly but accidentally dropped her wallet. When she hurriedly put it away, she was seen by her roommate. The next morning, the neighbor knocked on the door, pressed Amy against the wall, and searched her wallet, which was full of money. The two fled in a hurry, leaving Amy hugging her pillow and crying. On the third night, Nick's fans and relatives kept vigil for him. He thanked everyone and called for clues to Amy's whereabouts. Although some people suspected that he killed his wife, Nick took the opportunity to clarify that he cooperated with the police investigation and had no intention of concealing it. Just as most people applauded him, a neighbor holding a child stood up and revealed a secret that shocked everyone.